Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. I am back with another Cleric video. This one is going to primarily focus on gameplay tips and what I learned. I decided to give myself a challenge the other day. Starting from level 1, especially this late from wipe, there's going to be a lot more geared players out there, and it's a lot more difficult to level up and build up a stash. But I decided I wanted to do it with Cleric. What you're seeing as far as my gear and my stash goes is the result of about 5 hours of gameplay, again, starting from level 1. Let's go ahead and get started with the Cleric tips that I want to talk about today. First things first, leveling 1 to 15, do not fight PvP unless you absolutely have to. Defend yourself, but do not go and chase down players. Cleric works best with move speed and magic damage. I would personally recommend staying away from plate armor as well, completely. It's too slow, and it's only going to make your problem even more. If someone decides that they want to fight you and you have PDR gear on, you're just not going to be fast enough at all. I've also noticed a pretty significant decrease in barbarian players. You're going to see in this video, I think I only killed 1 or 2 total, which is a little bit surprising considering what the meta was like just a few days ago. This could be due to ranking up a new class, but even once I hit Pathfinder rank, I still wasn't really seeing a lot of barbs. I'm seeing a lot of fighters and warlocks. What this means is PDR Cleric is even worse than it was before, because one of the better matchups for Cleric, PDR versus fast, is Barb, because having that PDR can make that fight a little bit easier. But now that I'm seeing a lot more warlocks, they completely destroy you if you don't have move speed. It's almost unwinnable. You can kill them, but if they're playing perfectly, they're not going to let you ever catch up. So with the new meta seeming to be a lot of warlocks coming out, I would definitely recommend sticking to this fast Racecar Cleric type build. Next is going to be to stop looting most chests and focus on red centipedes if possible. The reason for this is that most chest loot and mob loot is generally not great. There are some chests that have good loot, the reinforced chests, the bronze chest, and the locked treasure chests. But the amount of money that can be earned through trinkets right now off drops is extremely high, especially with how the marketplace is. It's very easy to sell a courage ring, for example, whereas before you'd have to sit in trade chat and it might take a while for utility. If you get one good centipede drop, it could very well be more money than the entirety of the run if you're just vendoring a bunch of sellables and random equipment that has bad stats goes. You don't always get great gear from centipede, but I have found that the biggest way I was able to snowball my gear was by far using these centipedes. Going back to a little bit more of the PvP, always keep a door open next to you. Cleric is the king of resetting a fight, meaning that you're going to be able to heal, buff, and or holy strike through a door that someone is trying to get to you. If you're playing defensively and they're trying to get to you, a door is by far one of the best things that are going to help you in a fight, especially when you have good movement speed. It's almost impossible for them to chase you into the door. As long as you have a little bit of distance, you'll be able to get it off. And being able to heal completely and buff mid-fight is extremely strong and might make them have to either back off, or if they decide to keep fighting you, you're going to have an advantage in the fight, especially if you already did a little bit of damage before that started. Also, please use torches. They are extremely strong, and I do not see almost any clerics utilizing them. I don't know why. A torch right now with my current build, which has additional magic damage on my cloak, my rings, my amulets, and my helmet, so this is a pretty decent build at this point, is doing about 45 or 46 damage total with smite. That is insane. So I am moving at 107% movement speed, and I'm dealing that much damage to you, and there's really nothing you can do about it because you don't really lose speed when you're hitting someone with a torch. You can also throw them and deal significant damage as well, kind of treating them like Francisca axes. The last time I made a Cleric video about being able to throw torches, I got comments saying, hey, you didn't kill anyone with a torch when you threw it, so how is it even any good? Well, I got some kills with the throwing torch and was able to use it as well just in the middle of fights, and I'm telling you, this is extremely strong. I highly recommend using it. Also, you don't need BIS, okay? I was playing for a very long time during this run without additional magic damage on my rings. This is by far the most expensive slot to get this stat. Really, once you hit around +5 magic damage and about 105% move speed, which is very easily done through general light gear, using the chapelle, which gives you agility, and using lace turn shoe with additional speed. These are relatively cheap ways to get that move speed bonus. Also, getting an amulet that has move speed is very helpful as well. Rings are just really expensive. If you're trying to get move speed rings with additional damage on top, you could easily run through most of your bankroll, especially if you're trying to build up a character like I was doing. The best way that I think you can do it is build decent kits around +5, +7 damage with 105% plus speed, and then start buying additional kits. So you'll see here, for example, I bought these lace turn shoe boots with speed, a random pair of loose trousers, because move speed trousers are crazy expensive. You don't really need those. As long as you just have a random pair, it's fine. You'll get enough move speed out of them. Any extra stats are bonus. Get a Frock or Oracle with decent stats. It's only 5 move speed loss, so it's perfect for the stats you're gaining. Get a Chapelle, or you could try a Chaperone if you really want. As long as you have +2 additional damage, you're going to be fine. Get either a pair of reinforced gloves or leather gloves. Whatever your preference is, as long as they have okay stats, you'll be fine. Buy a cloak with either additional move speed or additional magic damage, or both if you can find it. These are not even that expensive compared to rings, so I'd really recommend trying to get a good cloak for your build. You can get just any purple magic staff and it'll be fine, along with your club and any heater shield. Then just get 2 rings that either have any kind of vigor, dex, agility, etc. If you can find really good rings with additional magic damage, that's great, but just focus on getting alternative secondary gear sets, so if you die, you can re-kit quickly and keep going. I think that's kind of one of the big things. You don't have to waste your entire bankroll on one gear set, because if you die, you're kind of screwed and back to the beginning. It's way better with Cleric being so gear dependent that you focus on multiple decent sets. So if you die, you can keep going, and then you can just continue to snowball from there. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about as far as my PvP/leveling up Cleric tips. I hope you found some of this useful. I want to get into the rest of the PvP. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And most importantly, I hope you learned something. If you did, be sure to give the video a like, sub to the channel for future content, and comment below what you're thinking of this build and things that you'd like to see in the future from me. I also want to thank Kid Brutal for supporting this video alongside all my other members. Thank you all. Have a great day.